Hey there everyone, Seb here with another vlog thingy, this time only 2 days late. I am very sorry about this, but yeah, I really didn't feel well the last couple of days and I had this video up for the unboxing on Tuesday, so I figured, I can skip a few days and not oversaturate YouTube with my presence. Feeling much better right now, still sounding a bit nasal maybe, but at least I don't feel like crap anymore and feeling much better. And today it's actually an awesome day outside, a lot of sun and it's really nice weather. You don't even need a jacket today, which is awesome. Very nice day to actually sit down in the garden. But we can't do that now because we have this video to make, and this is actually take 2 because in the previous take, Shake was being very obnoxious. I tried to leave the cats in here, even though the lamps are held together by basically nothing, so I was a bit afraid that they would trip over. But Shake decided it was cuddle time, so he was all over me, and it got very obnoxious really quickly, and I took him off, and that basically gets him in a easy fit where he goes out and actively tries to destroy stuff. So I had to just stop there and get rid of the cats and do it over. But that's okay, no problem overall. Oh man, those cats. I do like them, but they can be in trouble sometimes. But that's typical cat-like, isn't it? But yeah, I hope everyone else is having a good week. It's doing fine, and yeah, so I've been a bit sick and down, and I actually had to cancel a few things in the week. Not all of which were bad, by the way, because on Tuesday I was supposed to go out and collect money, and I was preparing for it, and I was a bit feverish, and I was just like, no, it doesn't feel right to go outside and carry this heavy can of money for 4 hours long, and it didn't feel like it, so I just called him up. I said, no, this is not happening today. But yeah, my motivation for that stuff is kind of low anyway, so I didn't mind that much. I am always like, when that stuff comes, I feel like I cat hair all over me. I swear, the thing was all over me. So if there's some hairs hanging somewhere, I'm sorry. But yeah, like collecting money, it's good, to do something for a good cause. And when I'm out on the street, I don't mind it as much, but I always have this feeling of pure hypocrisy when I do that, and it feels so bad to ask people for money when I myself, when someone comes up to me with one of those cans and asks me for money, I will never put something in. Unless I personally know the person, I might do it, but otherwise, for me, there's no real way to check their authenticity, are they for real? Is this person for real? Does their ID check out? I don't know. So I just generally, when I give something, I give it myself for a good cause. Though for the most part, I really like to give to causes that are on a very personal level. So I just know where the money goes, and where I can directly personally help someone out. That is what I prefer to do. So it feels really bad when walking with one of those cans myself and actively ask for money. And the first time, I remember, I was just like so against it, and I was basically saying, come back, just put some money in and be done with it. And they were like, no, you have to do it. Part of the deal of being sporting here. So I was like, oh, whatever, okay, we'll do it. And turned out I was really good. I was like, at the end, okay, it's good that I didn't pay it off, because like in 2 hours, the first time I had like 70 euros. I was like, okay, that's a lot of dough. But yeah, it's never gonna be my hobby. And as I said, just like this huge feeling of hypocrisy, just asking people for money, while I myself will never put something in one of those cans. It just doesn't feel right to ask it myself in that regard. So I wasn't too disappointed that I couldn't go, let's just say that. But there's the second round on Saturday, so I still get to go out and go for it. And I will. I mean, I'm not gonna back down from it actively, but whenever something pops up which prevents me from doing it, well, that's a shame. I can't go now. Something like that. But yeah, I did really feel like crap yesterday as well. I did go to a meeting yesterday, which went kind of okay. And I hope I haven't infected everyone there, but you know, sharing is caring, I guess. Yeah, feeling much better now today, and you know, generally speaking, whenever I get sick, I get like sick for about 2 or 3 days, very intensely, and then after it ditters out, and I feel pretty good again, and that's you know, both a good and a bad thing. For those couple of days, you really do feel like shit, but it doesn't linger as long. Like some people, they have like a flu or even a cold that lingers on for like 2 weeks. Basically never happens for me. A couple of days I'm sick, then I'm good to go again, so that's cool. So yeah, that's that. Also been working a bit more on the Battle of Olympus, our little voice acting project, which I've recorded up to 6 parts now. It's gonna be a 8-part series. So I have also decided on the names for our main characters, which is awesome. Not gonna spoil that just yet. I'm hoping to on Sunday have a video up on how to record a voice and how to get lines back to me and such. And just basically a status update on that project and actually start sending out some lines. Sweet! Can't wait for that stuff and actually give form to this project. I think we're doing really well. The parts that I have recorded, they look. I'm fairly happy with them. I mean, they're not perfect, but it's a fairly hard game. But I've come up with, I think, a very effective route through the game, which is very different from the walkthroughs. Well, not very different, but there is a little difference there, to more efficiently go through the game on video, where grinding doesn't get into way too much, which I will do off screen as well, but still, you know, I don't want to make cuts, and I go from save point to save point in each video, so I think I've come up with a decent route to showcase all of the game, which was very important as well, on finding a route where I can actually access all of the NPCs in a logical way. So you know, that's was fun to puzzle about with that and actually come up with that strategy, which actually fits in nice chunks of videos in between 10 to 15 minutes. So very cool, and very happy with how it came out so far. There's only 2 more parts to record, which I should be able to do on Saturday, maybe Sunday, I think. But even if I don't, those last few parts don't have that many lines. So, you know, I think I can start sending out lines on Sunday, which is awesome. Really looking forward to that, and hearing some voices in that game would be great. And yeah, for another little thing for this video, let's talk a bit about feedback and what I've noticed on YouTube lately, what this trend has been for years now. Like, I love feedback. Feedback makes it able for you to improve your videos or any creative outing for real. I mean, it's basically how Google Art is developing itself, you know. Google makes something, Google makes a doodle, as it were, and it goes through people, and people say, yeah, I like that, or no, I don't like that, and Google goes back and they will, and it will alter its strategy to better suit what is liked. But on YouTube, this is kind of different, because we used to have this system where we have the stars, where the more you like the video, you gave more stars. And of course this got replaced by the like-dislike system, either thumbs up or thumbs down. Which is simple enough, were it that it would work, but it doesn't. Because what happens if we like a video for a channel we like, we hit that like button. That's good. When we watch a video from a channel we like and it's less than satisfactory, then we do nothing, we ignore it, we just go on, because somehow we've gotten this idea that it's socially unacceptable to hit a dislike button on a channel that you actually like. I don't really get this, because you can't with a straight face tell me that you like every video I put up. That would be very naive of me to think that. Now you could say, you know, if I don't hit the like button, then I generally, that means I don't like the video. But I see the not hitting any of the buttons more as a neutral response or as an active ignore response, and I'll get more into that as later on. But disliking can be very handy, quick feedback for a channel creator to know, you know, this video wasn't liked as much. People actually didn't like this like style or maybe topic or whatever. Like it would always be best if people would actively type in the comments what they liked and what they didn't like, you know, the actual feedback. But that takes effort, and you know, you can't expect everyone to go for every video and tell the content creator, you know, I like this and you should do this. That helps a lot, that is the best kind of feedback you can have, and it might take a while to actually accept such feedback, but I actually love it when people critique my stuff, because I'm very aware that there is this blind spot where you don't really see your own errors or things that you can really improve on. Like I do have this strategy where I always look back my entire videos and I upload stuff that I generally find entertaining myself. Like it took a while for me to actually accept myself as being entertaining and watchable. But yeah, if I say to myself, you know, this video is really boring or it doesn't give any entertainment value, I don't upload it, because if I don't like it, then why should someone else? Now granted, like if I like something now, in a year I will look back at it and I say, how could I have ever uploaded that? But still, if I like something now, I will upload it and see the responses. But there will always be these blind spots where you just don't know stuff, you know, you're full of ignorance. I don't know all the tricks in the book for video making. I don't know everything about the English language. I don't know everything about the stuff I talk about. It's just, you can't cover everything, so that's where other people come in and help you out. A quick example, when I started out, my English wasn't as proficient, and in some ways it's still not proficient. I mean, I still make a lot of errors, and I love it when people correct me on that stuff, so I can keep, you know, that in mind for later videos. And a quick example of that is when I started out, whenever I talked about a character in a video game, I talked about characters, which is wrong. Someone corrected me on it, and you know, I've been correcting that ever since. I listen back my voiceovers and I go, and sometimes I go back and I do them again where I catch something that's wrong like that. And if people don't give that feedback, then I wouldn't have known that. So that's really a quick way to improve. But as I said, it takes a lot of effort and it's very hard to give feedback, and I know that a lot of channels can't really take feedback because they think, you know, any kind of critique is trolling, but I'm telling you, you can quickly separate the troll from someone with well-intended critique. But yeah, apart from that, which takes a lot of effort because it's not easy to give feedback, there is the like-dislike system, and this can quickly give a viewer access to a way of giving feedback. You either like a video or you dislike it. As I said, some topics I cover might not be liked, some style I use might not be liked. Maybe you don't like Let's Plays, well, feel free to hit the dislike button on those, because what it tells me is like I get this great overview of what the audience actually likes to see and what they don't like to see, so I can better fill my channel with stuff that people actually like. But as I said, it somehow became socially unacceptable to hit the dislike button on a channel that you like. And I don't know why this came to be. I kinda understand that it feels wrong, but you've got to understand that even YouTube figures, you know, you want dislikes. A dislike is better than nothing. I mean, there's a reason why in analytics, when you see the dislike statistic and it's less dislikes than last month, you think, oh well, less dislikes is a good thing. But no, there's actually a red arrow pointing down. Why is that? Well, because it's less interactivity. And how we use the dislike button now is like when someone puts up a video and it's absolutely despicable. It's a very awful video. They have very controversial statements, for example, or you know, it's gross or whatever. Then we massively hit that dislike buttons. And we used to create this little lightsaber, but YouTube figured, you know, we don't want any violent lightsaber-like objects, so we removed the color from it. But yeah, we actively hit the dislike buttons. What we're actually doing is feeding interactivity in this very bad video that we absolutely despise. And on a channel we usually don't like either. So what happens is, YouTube figures, hey, there's a lot of interactivity on that video, we better promote that stuff. So you're actually helping promote the awful thing that you don't like. So, in my opinion, it makes more sense to dislike videos that you generally just don't like much on channels that you actually do like. If that makes sense to me. I hope it does, but I can understand that it gets a bit confusing. But like as it is now is when we're on a channel that we like and they put up a video we like, we hit like. If they put up a video we don't like as much, then we just ignore it and move on. If you're on a channel we don't like and they have a video up we are okay with, we just ignore it. If there's a video we despise and we just despise the person, we will actively hit the dislike button to show them. But it should be reversed, I think. If on my channel you find a video that you dislike, please, by all means, dislike it. It helps me by giving me direct feedback that this video, you know, I don't like it as much. And it helps me actually promote my videos. On a channel that you don't like and they just are making a despicable video, ignore it. Don't feed into them. Just move on and don't feed what is negative for you, because you're only feeding it more and more and more, and you're creating more traffic and you're actually making money off that stuff, and that's rather annoying to see. So either ignore them, or actually, if they're truly despicable or just wrong or whatever, just report them. Don't do anything else. Don't comment, don't dislike, don't give them any direct interactivity. With one exception is like when there's something which actually affects other people, where you actually want to put attention on that, like this is so bad, people need to know about this. Like for example, the whole React World thing from the Fine Brothers. Like in such an example, I can understand why people want to get that out there so everyone knows and can react on that. Pun intended. But yeah, generally when you get to a video that's just despicable, ignore it, throw it out. Don't bother with it, don't put any energy in it. And help the channels that you actually do like. Give them feedback where possible, And when not possible, then hit the little like or dislike button. You know, help them out. But yeah, that's basically how I stand in this thing. I do notice that myself, I also feel kind of bad when I do hit the dislike button on a channel I like, but it's just like this giant social thing that has come to be. It's like a new meaning to the dislike button, and it was never intended as such, I think. But like, did you feel bad in the first years of YouTube when you gave a meh video a 3 out of 5 stars? I don't think so. Just giving feedback, and it helps the channel creator. But yeah, that's my opinion. I'm just curious what you guys think about the whole dislike-like system. And probably this video is gonna get most dislikes on any of my videos, but that's part of the game. But again, it's an open invitation. If there's a video I upload and you don't like it, please let me know, at least by hitting that dislike button, so I can better cater towards what is actually wanted. But yeah, that's about it for me. I find that as an interesting topic, and I hope you find it as well. And if you do, then, you know, feel free to hit that like button instead. But if you don't, dislike this video by all means. But more importantly, I love to hear your actual thoughts on the matter in the comments down below, because yeah, that remains to be the best kind of interactivity I find, and it's just so much fun to always interact with everyone on YouTube. Also, a huge thanks once more towards Lootboards1, because in the last couple of 2 days I got almost like 70 new subscribers. Like crazy, man. It's just such a huge improvement. So for everyone new watching, sorry for the long ramble here, but yeah, that's basically me. I like to digress, ramble on, and yeah, whatever, go on a tangent sometimes. But yeah, by all means, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Thank you also very much for subscribing and supporting the channel in general. Always happy to see new people join in here, and it's always very humbling whenever there's another email in here in my inbox telling me that someone new subscribed. Even after 5,000 subscribers, which is quite a lot, it never gets old. It's always gives me a real energy boost whenever that happens. So thank you all so much for being such an awesome crowd, and you know, I hope to please some more, and maybe displease sometime, but whatever, I can't be perfect, and I never will claim to be. So guys, thank you very much for watching this time. I hope you enjoyed it somewhat, and until next time, take care. Bye bye for now.